Welcome back to some more Euro Truck Simulator. This time we're back in the Scandinavian expansion pack. Let's go ahead and decide which city we're going to start off from. I think maybe Trelleborg, that'd be nice at the very southern tip of Sweden, or maybe Oslo so we can go decide whether we go east or west. Decisions. Let's go with Oslo first. We'll see what we can get from there. So we've got it sorted by the price per distance. So we can get $18 a kilometer, or 18 euros, sorry, we've got selected at Jönköping. Where's that at? Oh, okay. We can go back to Kiel. No, thank you. We've already been to Kiel. Oh, maybe Örebro. Örebro would be nice. Don't think I've been there before. Helsingborg. I do apologize to all your sensibilities that I do offend. Here we go. Kristiansand. This seems like it'd be a nice drive, even though it's not as much money that we'll be getting from it. I mean, I'll go take that if my mouse actually works, or it was actually loading. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully we won't be having any more of these graphical little pop-in issues anymore, but that is yet to be seen. We've got a very nice wood plant over here with lots of wood and everything that matters like that. Which way are we going? We're going right or left? I think we are turning right. All right, let's just go into this view. Actually, no, we need to turn left. Okay, so we'll turn left around here. We've already got our engine on and everything, so I didn't need to turn that on, thankfully. Didn't need to procrastinate. This really reminds me of the Grand Theft Auto 5 mission in the wood timber plants, right? But all the marijuana was growing. I love this stuff. This is all new as well. You've got people, well, not interacting, but at least you've got people doing different things instead of just a barren landscape. This guy's calculating something. Look at him pointing out the wood and then calculating back on his phone or calculator or whatever he's on. Very, very cool. Do we say, oh, we've even got someone else over there. I think he's just chilling out. Let's see. I think that's about it. And that's around here. There's no doubt probably someone hiding as well. But it's that guy scratching his head. He is indeed. Geez, he must be crunching the numbers real hard. All right. Let's get out of here, hopefully without crashing into anything. We should be good. I think we'll be good on both sides, and we're turning left over here. Seems like it's getting pretty dark as well. So let's go turn on the lights as well. Now, supposedly, well, not supposedly, but factually, the game map, it doesn't go as far north to allow us to have 24-hour days and nights and all. We actually drive on the right-hand side over here, don't we? Jeez, you can tell I'm Australian. All right, so let's start turning right. Also have to take a look. Oh, not good to go. All right. I'm gonna have to wait it out. One thing that I love in a game like this is the ability to populate the roads a little bit more, because the roads are pretty barren as they are in just the vanilla version of the game. I'm sure there'd be a mod or two, but if your computer could handle it, I'm sure like a little scroll wheel or something of the sort to increase the road amount of cars on the road, at least, or road capacity, would be pretty useful. At least I really like it anyway, being able to drive with a bit more, because as you can see, the roads are quite barren. I mean, we are driving in Scandinavia, in the very extremities of the north of the world, but I mean, at least we've got a couple of trucks. Here we go. But I still think there should be a lot more traffic. Personally, I'd like it. I mean, maybe it would hinder the speeds that we'd be able to drive at, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. Very nice tunnel over here as well. I do like the tunnels. They are very, very nice indeed. Looks like almost like a train tunnel, this one. Very wide, dark, and you've got the lights in position as well. Now, let's not go too fast, because this is a very, very confusing which way we've got to go. So we've got to turn left. So you obviously have to look left to make sure no one's coming in, and we should be good. And then the cars on the right need to wait for us. At least that's the way I'm thinking. All right, what way are we going? Jeez, we're going under the road that we came from, or over it. We might be going over it, actually. Alrighty. I like this. We've got roundabouts as well. Roundabouts weren't as prolific in the standard game, so that's definitely been a new feature of at least the Scandinavian map. I've driven across a couple of roundabouts because I did go ahead and play around a little bit myself. It's always fun to go and do that. So we are going, I guess, what is the road that we went on? Is that the road? I'm going under it then. Was that the road? I guess it was. Alright. So going into another tunnel now. Let's keep on going through that. But in the meantime, let's turn on some pop Belgium radio. Alright, you can never go wrong with that. And I'm pretty sure it should be updating while we play. So hopefully we can find it. Nor am I uploading, so we should be good. Hopefully. And the music will come online any moment now. Now, another neat little feature is we're able to go ahead and use like a toll pass. So we don't actually need to stop over at the boom gates. Thankfully, at the toll gates. So, as you guys... Here we go, we've got the music coming in. So if we turn right over here, we're able to just drive straight through. I guess there's 2 toll gates. There's like cameras up around here as well, just to tell us. And the auto pass is what it's called. €7 have been paid by our employer. That's pretty cool. So instead of having to stop and waste a bit of time, you can actually do this much quicker and just drive through. That's also a nice little feature. I'm not sure if that goes for every toll gate, or maybe just the Scandinavian ones, because we haven't driven down south yet into mainland Europe with the DLC. Nor do I really want to for the time being. We want to go ahead and explore all of this scenery as well. It is very, very nice. Now we are turning... No, okay, well, we can't turn right, can we? I was going to say, the map just looked really weird all of a sudden, the mini-map. And it's 6:44. The sun is still up very high. So, no problems there. As we come into this mountain. Literally into it. Alright, this bus is going to go ahead and turn in here. So let's just turn left. Oh, actually, there's a car in front of him. I'm very much looking forward to Coach Simulator as well. It's going to hopefully have all of the Scania trucks. It would be nice if it used the same map as Euro Truck Sim as well. It would be very nice. So we wouldn't have to like purchase the map twice, but just, I guess, the main gameplay. I guess I'd have to upgrade the cities a bit more as well though. The cities in Euro Truck Sim, at least in the original game, were always pretty small. The Scandinavian ones, the cities, look very, very detailed. There's a lot of new models as well. So I guess there would be a couple of cities with very unique textures and objects inside them in this game, instead of just the rehashed textures. So it should be good. As we got some nice god rays. Oh wow, that is a nice view. Look at that. Let's go stop over here. Alrighty, we're in no rush over here. Very, very nice. Let's go zoom out a little bit. I really need to get a new mouse. My mouse seems to stop all of a sudden. It's got new batteries and everything, but sometimes it seems like it just does not work. Wow, that is a very nice view as well. We've got the red hue in the sky. Alright, let's go back to first person mode and drive properly. Should drive this with the steering wheel. That's what we should do next. Next video will be with a good old steering wheel. Even though the steering wheel that I've got isn't all that good. It's one of those Xbox 360 steering wheels. They can also use for the computer though. But it doesn't have any force feedback or anything of the sort. But I'm sure it would work well with this, because that kind of steering wheel does seem to be pretty popular. Belgium's such a weird language for me. I can't really say I'm a massive fan of it either. I like Norwegian though. Very nice language. Although the sky, look at this, beautiful. I think we're going to be driving like this for most of the day. Having a look at the scenery. Trying not to crash into too many things. A lot of cars coming past us, but wow. They screenshot worthy, that one. or even desktop worthy. Alright, let's try not to grind up against that wall too much. We're going to slow it right down. Alright, so we've got 240 kilometers left in the game. It'll take us a little while. Thankfully, I've not managed to damage anything just yet. I guarantee you, things will change by the time we reach our destination in Kristiansand. We've got 21 tons of lumber in here. Alright. I do like the speed limit as well on the GPS system. Very useful. Unfortunately, whenever I drive, I use my iPhone. I use Siri as my GPS. So she's not that advanced. Although I'm sure there'd be a couple of apps that might even do it. Maybe Google Maps would, or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Google Maps that does the GPS for Google. I just always use the Apple Maps though. It hasn't steered me wrong yet. Although it is very annoying when you've got to drive somewhere with tollways, or at least there are tollways to get to where you want to go, and sometimes Siri doesn't give you the option to go ahead and choose a different route. You sometimes have to go the tollway route. Now hopefully we're not going to be crashing into that guy. We just cut him off. Alright. Very rude of me. But look at that scenery, beautiful stuff. I love like pinkish clouds and stuff. Very, very cool. That's where obviously the sun's setting. And over here, behind it, is much darker. Like it would be in real life. Interesting that they blocked this section off. Because wouldn't that go back to the main highway? I guess not. Alright. So we are turning left. Let's make sure we are good to go. We should be good as soon as this car comes across. Alrighty. We are in business. Still indicating? No, we're not. Alrighty. So this, now everyone has the 1.17 patch, which has just been released publicly for the Scandinavian downloadable content. But also, I'm pretty sure the beta of 1.18 has been released, which includes, I think, the Mercedes brand now, I think. I'm not exactly sure on that because I've fallen way out of the loop with all of the Euro Truck Simulator news, but I think it would be pretty cool to have some Mercedes vehicles in the game. Although they might already be here, it's just that they've added like 1 or 2 special ones. We'll have to wait and see, but I've read that they've been working hard on them. These guys in SCS Software over in Czech Republic as well, which is an interesting company with quite a few good game developers as well. With Bohemia Interactive being Czech, aren't they? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're from the Czech Republic. And the developers, because they do Arma 3, we are going mighty slow in this tunnel, aren't we? Up this little hill. But the creators, they were arrested, or at least like I think 3 developers were arrested for researching a military base in Greece or something of the sort. And they got arrested for allegedly being spies. I think the Greek police or something thought they were some spies trying to check out army bases or something like that, and they got arrested. I don't actually know what ended up happening to them, but I think they got arrested for quite a little while as well, which is unfortunate, but I guess that's what happens in that part of the world, especially in Greece these days. Oh, look at that. Got some nice sun rays coming out. It's like they're trying to show off all these sun rays with us driving through. It's already 9 o'clock. Wow. So definitely you can tell that there is a like the day or the sun stays out much longer the further north you go. That's for certain. So we are going to be going. Oh, come on. Oh well, speeding fence. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was actually a speed, oh not a speed camera, but a camera pointing towards our number plate right next to that auto pass, which I think is really cool. the little things in games like this that always bring out the enjoyment for me. As we drive along, let's have a look at the map where we are. Alright, so we are driving along the coast. Okay. So it's not very, like, it seems like it's a bit of a distance to the ocean over here. But it's really not all that far, because, I mean, what we see to our left is what we saw on the map. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It wouldn't be, would it? It definitely wouldn't be. Because, I mean, that can't be Frederikshavn. No, that can't be Frederikshavn. Alright, let's go back to first person mode before I completely obliterate this drive. But what else has been happening? What else has been happening? There's been a lot of simulator games being released, which is pretty good. Although some of them have been hopeless. Some of them, I guess, I've been hopeless at, like that last episode of Airport Simulator. I had a complete brain fart and didn't realize that I needed to change the vehicles to accept a mission, but that's a story for another day with Airport Simulator. That game was absolutely shocking. It seems like UIG Interactive, which was their name UIG Interactive? Or we'll just call them UIG. The guys behind so many simulator games. I remember playing Woodcutter Simulator 2013. And then 6 months later, they released Woodcutter Simulator 2014, which is quite weird because usually annual titles like that come out once a year instead of every 6 months. So it seems like they pushed out their Woodcutter Simulator series or their annual release, trying to make as much money as they can because there wasn't really any major gameplay differences. It seems like they were going bankrupt or something of the sort, and now UIG creates a lot less games. They definitely hit some financial difficulties, I'd say. Although they have released a new genre of games. They started getting into the horror games, which I think they're trying to ride on the bandwagon of the popularity of horror games and trying to release crappy titles for that as well. Not only do they want to ruin the whole simulation side of gaming, but also now horror titles. So that's unfortunate because they released very, very unpolished titles with like lots of black holes in them that you can fall through, and they've been just notorious for just pumping out games without really putting much time and effort into them, which is unfortunate. But I haven't really seen them all that lately. I think there've been a lot of, geez, there's a lot of tollways over here, aren't there? Let's go on the right way so we can go the auto pass nice and quick. Actually, we need to slow down here as well, don't we? It's 80 kilometer speed limit, so we don't get caught with the tollway, because that's no fun for anyone. We need to save up our money so we can actually purchase our very own vehicle. We've got to start all over from scratch, as we keep on saying. Lots of these tunnels, I read a couple of comments saying that these tunnels also pretty realistic as well. Obviously, I guess these roads are mapped along, I guess, roughly realistically. What are these massive poles up? Oh, that's a bridge. Oh, very nice. Let's go into this view. Oh wow, so we go from a tunnel into a bridge. Jeez. The amount of money that must be spent on these roads, on the infrastructure over here. And this is 2 bridges for, like 1 bridge for 1 way. Wow. Let's go back to first person. We do have our lights on as night is coming. Oh, it is Kristiansand over here. This is where we're going, isn't it? It is. So I'm not quite sure why the map's showing. Alright. We're going like not to the Kristiansand, the city, but to like another wood plant or something of the sort, which is still quite far away. So are we going to be driving past the city? Like around it? Or are we going to be driving into it? I think we're going to be driving into it. Okay, so it doesn't have a Kristiansand bypass. As we get another Steam achievement, sightseer. Probably need to turn off those Steam notifications as well, don't I? So it doesn't annoy you. Although I'm sure most of you guys would be used to it by now with leaving Steam on in the background and having all the friends pop up and everything like that. So probably not all that different from you guys. Here we go. This is what I like. I'm not a massive fan of being stuck behind traffic, but at least it feels realistic though. That's what I like about simulator games. Experiencing things that you probably would in real life, but with a bit of a twist. With games like this though, you level up and there's that addictive side to these games as well. With like the role-playing type of leveling up system. This game has also got a bit of that. Well, I'm sure most of you guys by now have already leveled up your truck driver by as much as you possibly can. What I'm not also a fan of is how they've got real-life pictures over here for your character. I much preferred the cartoon characters or the drawn characters rather than the real-life pictures. That's just my preference. I think it's just a bit weird to be playing as someone else, like literally someone else's picture. I mean, I know the modeled characters were probably drawn on someone else or based on someone else, but what was pretty cool is they included a couple of YouTubers. I think they included Squirrel, the guy that does a lot of Euro Truck Simulator and just simulator games in general, and also what's the Karalis? There we go. I think he's Polish as well. Karalis. Well, I think he's his claims to fame is more Minecraft mods and stuff. Minecraft seems to have died down a lot lately. That Minecraft train definitely lasted quite a while, about literally 5 years or so, which is really good for a game, especially a game like that. I guess all the mod support and lately all the servers that they've been having, so you can go ahead and play with your friends, is pretty good. Although there's so many YouTubers making a killing off Minecraft servers off their fans and pretty much ripping them off all their money, which has actually been disallowed sort of now because Minecraft put out, I guess, a rule you'd say, but saying that you can't charge for in-game items in servers because a lot of these top YouTubers were charging their fans that were on their server like some ridiculous amount for, say, an item in the game, like a pickaxe or something of the sort, like a golden pickaxe or diamond pickaxe would cost $5, which is really, really crazy. But clearly there were people with deep pockets, or their mummy and daddy had deep pockets, or maybe just a credit card, and next thing you know, they're $1,000 in debt. Which you hear a lot about this stuff because I've started playing a lot more mobile games. I haven't really been promoting my second channel, but because I'm kind of masochistic like that. I like making things harder for myself because I like the experience. I especially like of growing a YouTube channel. I think that's one of the funnest things that there is, and I don't really like just getting cheap subscribers. I like working for it, at least personally. So I do have a mobile games channel, but I like a lot of the mobile games that I've been playing are all based around microtransactions, and you always hear the horror stories of kids spending. I think Jack Black, his kid recently, it's been in the news, spent $3,000 or something like that on in-app purchases in some dragon game or something of the sort. So that's quite a bit of money. $3,000. I mean, if your parents weren't rich or famous like Jack Black's, you'd definitely be in a bit of strife with spending $3,000 on in-app purchases, and that is a lot of money. That's like, you'd be able to almost finish a game with $3,000 worth. At least you'd hope so anyway. And if you spend $3,000 in a game, you'd definitely hope you'd be well advanced in it. In Clash of Clans, it costs, I think, $14,000 to level up your base from 0 to maxed out. If all you do is just spend the premium currency in the game, which are gems in it. $14,000 is quite a bit to be able to spend, but It seems like it very much interests me how these mobile games make money, because it seems like, say for example, a game like Clash of Clans, that actually supposedly doesn't make most of its money from the big base of users. It's just like a small 0.1 percentile of whales in the game, like from Saudi Arabia or something like that, with so much money that we just can't even comprehend that actually funds most of these games. It's not just the general user that spends, I don't know, maybe $20 every 6 months or so if you play this game a lot. It's mainly the big whales that have way too much money and they know what to do with that, actually keep these games running. Are we turning right over here or left? Yeah, we are actually. Oops. Why isn't there any magic wall over here? I do not know. Are we going to be able to... Where are we going? Oh, okay. Let's keep driving. Okay. I think we made it. I do love some canola fields. Over here we've got one to the left. Looks very nice. Canola is a very, very bright flower. Or crop, I guess you'd say. But you'd probably call the yellow stuff a flower. Oh, we've got a nursery over here. I like how all these drop-off missions are sort of relevant as well. Like we're not dropping off wood at an IKEA factory, which I guess would also be sort of relevant, but... Let's go ahead and park that. Jeez, we've already been playing for about 27 minutes. Time flies by when you're having fun. Alrighty, we got a long distance delivery bonus. Really? Wouldn't really call that a long delivery, but okay, whatever they say. So, that is yet another episode of Euro Truck Simulator with the Scandinavian downloadable content. We really, at least I really enjoyed the scenery there. We'll be back very shortly with some more. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. If you do, make sure you leave a like and we'll be back with a bit more very shortly.